Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading. The sun is shining in obviously and it's creating these weird shadows here. I hope that that's alright with you. I'm gonna do my best to show you the cards. I think you're gonna see them either way. Yeah. So, okay, let's go. Universe, please help me guide Scorpio. What are the messages for Scorpio right now? Alright. Here we go. Seeing some cards from yesterday's reading. I hope this is new energy for someone who needs it. But yeah, I am seeing the Ace of Cups here. So there's some sort of love situation going on together with the Five of Wands. I think someone here is not feeling that the give and take is mutual. I feel as though someone thinks that I give so much and you don't really give me the same back. This could be quite fresh as we have two aces here. We do have the Ace of Pentacles, so it could be that maybe you had this initial spark and things may have happened very quickly and now you are in a relationship. I'm just getting that because of the Pentacle being a stable element, right? So it's not only feelings, it's also something that's kind of rooting, right? And I feel like maybe now that you're together, someone is kind of like not doing enough. There's some sort of conflict here anyway, regarding the give and take in the situation. Let's see. So I get that there's some frustration. What was that? What was that card? Didn't it flip over? Alright, I guess it'll pop out anyway. Yeah, let's see. 10 of Cups, alright. And 8 of Wands. So there has to be a conversation here for things to move forward. With the 10 of Cups, I'm definitely... There's obviously something good going on here. But yeah, okay, yeah. So there is a good connection here with things moving forward, and it's not like you are super unhappy or not good together at all. It's just that there is this one issue about who's investing how much, because I am seeing the Page of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles in the bottom, and they are not equally giving and taking, right? Like this, the Queen of Pentacles is way like she has more to give, right, compared to the Page. And this could have to do with finances as well. Maybe someone feels like they are taking care of the other person while the other person is just kind of like going along with it and being taken care of, and this could not be so attractive for you because I feel as though you may be the Queen of Pentacles, right, hoping for the other person to step up a little bit. Perhaps situations like they're being in your apartment all the time, but not wanting to pay for rent or split the rent. Maybe they're not paying for food, maybe they're not there's some sort of lack in effort here, and perhaps even economically, even though, like, I know you're not thinking that you need money from this person, but it can be nice that if you're just gonna stay here and eat all my food and live in my apartment, then you might as well, help me out, because it costs a lot to live. But I see strong feelings here with the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So it's all about just communication in this instance and kind of how you want to put it. Because I feel as though you've not told them really. It's kind of inside of you. Yeah, because here we have some anxiety going on here with the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. That's very heavy, Scorpio. And then Ten of Wands behind it, so it's a burden on you. And yeah, the Four of Wands, which I consider being a card of like your home. I am associating it with the fourth house in astrology, which is home, and because it's sort of like a home here, so usually it's a card of celebration, right? But I am getting that it does have a lot to do with your space, your house, and you're anxious. There's something about not your sacred space being kind of used here, and not. I think you're overthinking this situation, Scorpio. I feel like you think this is like such a big deal and maybe really hard to bring up to your partner, and that what if they, because it's so new, right? I feel like you don't want to put too much pressure on someone, and you may feel like, oh, okay, I mean, we haven't been together for that long, and I mean, can I really ask for this out of this person already? But yeah, totally. You could ask them to, like, for instance, you can ask them to go shopping for food, right? And you could ask them about their living situation and be like, hey, how do you, maybe it's not the rent, but you know what I mean. Like, there are ways to put things. You don't have to go at them with like force. You don't have to be angry, you know. You can just be like, hey, you know, I'm a little bit low on money right now. We're eating quite a lot of food together. Would you mind helping me pay next time? Or if it's about quality time, because that could definitely be the case as well. Also getting that with the Four of Wands, that perhaps they are away too much. Maybe they're not giving you enough time, enough effort, because now they finally got you or something like that. Then that's also very reasonable thing to ask for and be like, hey, why are we only seeing each other? Because like I said, I feel like you're anxious to bring it up because you don't like conflicts, right? You like to be diplomatic, but there are ways that you can bring it up without it sounding like a huge confrontation, even though it is kind of an issue for you, obviously, since it's coming up in this reading. It's obviously like a problem, you know, but it's not too difficult to solve. You could put it like, hey, I think it's really sad that we only see each other once a week. I'd like to see you more than that. Do you think that would be manageable? Because I miss you so much during the weeks. You know, something like that. Because then it's sort of like, oh, it's coming from a place of love and not like, oh, you have to be with me this much amount of time, you know, because that could potentially lead to them feeling threatened and yada yada, especially when it's in the beginning of relationships. It's quite sensitive. I mean, usually it is. It's not for everyone, but I know that when you're really in love with someone and you just got together, it's hard to put like asking for things. It's hard to be like, hey, I expect this from you since you're doing this, or since I am feeling this, the expectations, right? I don't think I mean, it's always good to think about how much you're asking from another person, because sometimes it is reasonable and sometimes it is not. Or, I mean, it's worth discussing, of course, but there's no need to get super confrontative or mean about things just because you want something, right? We're not kids, and I know that you're definitely not like that. Like you, I feel like that's what's that's what making, oh my god. All right, you could have a hard time figuring out how to put things, because all my words just fumbled there. No, did you notice that? Oh my god, the light, oh my god, I haven't looked at the camera once. Is it horrible? Oh my god. I think it's alright. Not everything can be perfect all the time, right? That's the motto on this channel. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying, it feels as though you don't really know how to bring this up because it's in your head. You're in your head a lot with these swords. Let's see. Let's see potential outcome, right? Or what are we supposed to ask now? Because I don't feel... Let's see what the other person is feeling first. Oh my god. My mental well-being is slowly deteriorating because of my fridge going off all the time. Oh, 2 cups. Yeah, what is the... what is Scorpio's person thinking and feeling? I'm sorry to be laughing, but the 4 of Pentacles really... we do have the Sun, so... it's not malicious, but this person is a little bit cheap, right? They're holding on to their money, literally. I feel as though they don't... I don't want to say they're using you, but I feel like they are using the situation to not have to pay. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. They are being a little bit sneaky here, but they're not using you. They're using the situation here, which is the Ace of Wands. This is like a situation, right? This is the... yeah. So they are holding on to their money, probably because they don't have a lot of money themselves. They may feel as though, oh, it's so nice that Scorpio can buy me food and I have some place to live and they do this, they do that. It's something about your situation that they're using. Maybe they're using you. If it's not for money, then I feel it's more malicious because I'm not feeling that this person is like cruel and only with you for money. I just feel like they are sort of like, as long as Scorpio isn't saying anything, I'm saving up some money by letting them pay for everything, which is, you know, maybe not the nicest thing to do, but honestly, sort of a human thing to do during these times. I am definitely not defending them because that's quite like rude. But you know what I'm saying. I don't feel as though they're like, oh, I'm gonna use Scorpio. I feel like it's just kind of for now. They know you're not gonna pay for everything all the time. But I think they know that you are giving it a lot. But if it's not about money, if it's about feelings and quality time, then I think they are trying to sort of... either they're with you because you give them a lot of love and attention, Scorpio, and they like that, but they're not super loyal to the relationship itself, which is super sad to say. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I am very honest. And so if it's not about money, like I said, then I kind of feel as though they are just comfortable with you, and that's also why they are holding back and maybe not spending as much time with you as you thought you would. Try and notice how they act when you're together. Like, are they always in your lap? Are you always giving them a massage? Are you always the one who listens to them about their stories and stuff? And if that's the case, I would take a little thinker and be like, why is this person with me? Like, are they really appreciating me for my personality, my like how I make them feel? What do they give me? Like, yeah, it's important to think of yourself, right? Because I do not like the 5 of Swords. But like I said, I feel like they're using the situation more than they're using you, which is sort of like a very thin line, right? Like it's not really making it that much better, but I don't feel like it's something personally against you. And perhaps this is what they do all the time, and it's not they don't know anything else than this. So yeah, maybe they're just a little bit dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be like that, but I'm just saying what comes to mind. It could be that they're just a dumb person, not really suited for a relationship. It can be like that sometimes. I'm gonna try and not be rude. I always get kind of like defensive in these readings for you, Scorpio. Yeah, someone's just chilling, right? We have the hangman and the lovers. So in this connection, they are the ones who are like taking it chill. They're definitely could need a perspective change. It's like I said, it's almost as if they don't know anything other than this way of dealing with a connection, and so it's definitely affecting you in a way that it shouldn't. But like I said, I don't feel like it's the worst Five of Swords situations I've ever had in a reading. I just feel as though like they're just not being fair, you know. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like they're not being fair right now, and this could change with a conversation that you could bring up, of course, because I feel like they are just gonna let things be the way they are for as long as possible because it benefits them, right? And yeah. And if you fear losing them over this, I mean, it's not much to lose. Oh my god, I feel like I should have a filter, but I don't. I just honestly, yeah. We have the Six of Cups, so this could be a past situation. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Okay, now it's just getting worse. Like can you see this? Like I said, I'm really sorry about it's moving. The sun is moving so much that I can't really position the camera in like a good way because it's still gonna change, but I hope it's fine. What was I saying? Yeah, this could be a past situation. But it could also be that it started out really innocent and sweet and loving, because we did see the Ace of Cups, right? And the Ten of Cups. So I feel like there was huge potential there, and like deep feelings and soft romantic energy. But it's kind of turning out to be more work than it was supposed to be with the Seven of Pentacles. Oh. And now someone's just kind of like hoping to get away with things here. Someone knows what they're doing and it's happening, you know, between the lines. How can I say it? They're playing dumb. That's what I'm trying to say. They're acting like they don't know what's going on. Maybe they're like if it's about money, I feel like they're acting like they're not thinking about it, and they're just letting you pay. And they're just staying at your place, using your car, I don't know, whatever it could be. If it's about time, effort, then I'm getting that. I'm really sorry to say this, but I feel as though they are maintaining the relationship enough for you to stay, but they're not that invested. We have the Chariot here, which is interesting. I feel like it has a lot of different meanings every time I see it. In this case, I feel like it could be so easy for them to change up their direction because of the two horses in this image. I feel as though one thing could happen in their lives, like if they met like a super rich girl or any gender, I feel as though they would kind of be like, their heads could turn. I don't want to say their emotions aren't real, but it's something about this person's emotions that are probably blocked out, right? Probably blocked out. I don't think they feel on the same level as you do. I mean, ever, like in general. I feel as though they do like you. It's not that they completely use you. But I don't think this is a person that is meant to be in a relationship. I feel like they are in relationships because it benefits them. I mean, like I said, I feel as though they do like you. They are into you. They see good qualities in you. They think you're hot. But it's sort of like they are more in their heads than they are in their hearts. And they have always been like that and will always be like that. So it's not about you. It's not about you having to change for this person to like you more, show more appreciation. It's not about you changing them, because you can't. Okay, I'm just saying that. I'm just telling you right now, this is the type of person that you cannot change. They just are like this. And so it's sort of like up to you if this is the type of energy you want to be in a relationship with, because it's going to be a lot of work for you. They're going to be doing stuff behind your back. It may not be cheating, but it's kind of like they are so focused on themselves that they are not really thinking about the way. They're not really seeing the relationship as like, oh, we are cooperating now, we are in the same team, we're living life together, you know, all of that stuff. I feel as though they are seeing it as, maybe I should do that. I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed with that shadow, but yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to let it go. I'm letting it go. You can look away if you don't like it, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so I would say it's up to you right now how you want to handle this situation. Like I said, you can bring up the fact that you want to spend more time with them or whatever it is, and try and not be so confrontational about it unless you really want to. That's like, all of this is up to you. I'm just telling you my advice. Because with this type of person, I feel as though you have to walk on eggshells a little bit. Not because they will get upset, but because they are so driven by their own ego that if you come at them in a way that they are not appreciating, then I feel like they could turn cold. And if you do want to have... See, I think you should just leave this person. But I'm gonna give you this. If you don't want to do that, my advice would be try and be very soft and go about things in a very nice way, to see how they react and see how they take it, how they if they change their behavior, because I mean that's the important part at the end of the day. Like, if you ask for more time with them, are they prioritizing you more? Or are they making more and more excuses? Like, they may say, yeah, sure, like in the moment, because they seem calculated. Just because a person is calculated doesn't have to mean that they are mean or abusive. It's just that they are always thinking like one step ahead. And that could be good or bad. It's not good when it's like bad people, but you know what I mean. But so it could be that they are like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get out of this situation now by telling Scorpio that, yeah, sure, I know what you're saying, I hear you, of course I want to spend more time with you, of course I'll pay for the food next time, of course I'll take you out, of course I'll let you meet my friends, I'll meet your friends or family or whatever you're asking from this person. But then the excuses will start to come. So you'll be like, oh, okay, cool. And you're going to let it go. You're going to have a good time. And then perhaps some time will pass and you'll be like, hey, could we do this thing we were talking about? And they're like, oh, making excuses, saying like, oh, I can't that day. Or, oh my God, I'm so tired. Or, sorry, I don't have money right now. I don't know. Just look out for that. And then after that, Like, this is if you want to give them some sort of chance. Okay? Otherwise, you can, like, you have my full approval to leave. Oh god, I did not like that. 3 of Swords. Yeah, I feel if anyone's risking getting hurt in this situation, it's you, Scorpio. So I would take a long, hard think about this. We have the 7 of Cups here. So yeah, there is confusion. I think you are very like, what is happening? Are they into me? Because they are very loving when we're together and very cold when we're apart. Hot and cold, just in general. And I think this is already hurting you, even if you are still together. I think it is. Yeah, universe is saying that you would be happier moving on, but because this person is not giving much. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Here we have the Chariot with the 9 of Cups. So definitely better off just riding off into this sunset. I don't know why I put it like that. Yeah, okay, so here's alright. The conclusion, right? The Hermit, the 7 of Cups. Alright, I am getting blinded by the sun now. Wait, I'm gonna try and fix this. I don't know if this is any better at all. I hope it is. We're soon at the end, guys, so let's just finish up these messages. But the conclusion I see here is I see the Hermit, I see the 7 of Cups, I see the 8 of Cups, and by this point we all know what the 8 of Cups means, right? So I feel as though after some reflection on this confusion, I think you are like, I think you've taken this confusion, looked at it, thought about it, talked to yourself about the situation. Like, you know, it could be that you're like, is it really worth having to work out all these knots and having to always ask questions, always because there's a part of me that makes me feel like you are like, is it supposed to be like this in the beginning of a relationship? You don't have to be in the beginning of a relationship. I'm just getting that generally. So for most of you, I feel as though you are in a new relationship where the other person is not being as present as you are. And I think when you really think about this, Scorpio, if you really sit down with yourself, perhaps you could reflect on how has things been in the past with people I dated. What are the things I want in a relationship? What am I gaining from this person? Is all the pros weighing up the cons? And by how much in that case? Like, is it, you know what I mean? With the 8 of Cups in the bottom, Scorpio. Oh, and then we have the 3 of Wands behind that. I think you know. I know this is painful. I know this is never fun. This never feels... Somehow this never feels right to do, even though it is, but... Or, I mean, yeah, it does, but you know what I mean? There's always resistance, because it's like, damn, all the things we did together, or, oh my god, weren't the feelings in the beginning real and stuff, but... I think you know deep inside that this is not really what you expected, not really what you wanted, and you don't have to give it a chance just because it's quite fresh. It's okay that things end quickly, but I mean, it's also very relative, right? So for some of you, you may have been together for like a week, and for some of you, it's been 4 months. But you know what I mean? Like, you've not been together for years. You may have. But for most of you, I feel as though it's quite new, it's quite fresh, and you're like, I should be giving this more of a chance. But if you're already seeing these things in your partner and you're not appreciating it, then I don't think it's wrong of you to leave. I actually think it's the right thing to do. Oh my god, the sun is really being difficult with me right now. I hope it's okay. You should, just like the sun is doing all over my cards and my table and myself, you should shine, right? You should feel like you're very vibrant in your relationship. If you feel like you've been dulled down, if you feel like you've been, if you feel weaker now than you did before, like, also take that as like a really big sign to leave, or at least reflect on it. Like, is it worth staying? But yeah, seeing the 8 of Cups is like a big indicator that you could probably do much better without them. I know I was kind of defending them a little bit in the beginning, but you know, not defending them, but I was trying to, yeah. Like I said, I don't feel as though they're being malicious on purpose. I just feel like this is not the vibe, Scorpio, because I know how much you give, right? And so you deserve the equal amount back. And the last message is for Scorpio and their person. Universe. 4 of Pentacles back. Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Okay, let me think how to word this. The 4 of Pentacles is back with the Ace of Swords, so some sort of clarity here. Obviously, the outcomes can be different for different people. So for some, this person is, like, if you have a talk with them, they may be making a greater effort to be more affectionate, more loving, more caring. We see the Knight of Cups here, together with the Ace of Swords. So that's kind of like when they realize that you are affected by this, they may change. For some of you, though, I feel like you... we have the Death card here. So, in this situation, I feel as though you would be better off breaking things off. And for those of you who would be better off without this person, I feel like you already know that inside. I feel like you are already like, it may be, because it's not a nice feeling, I know. So you may have been trying to like push the thought away, push the feeling away, because it's scary to end something. We do have the 9 of Swords here. Like I said, you had a lot of anxiety as well in the beginning of the reading. But the Ace of Pentacles is here, so I'm kind of getting that if you end things, you know, very cliche, but one door closes, another one opens. And if you see yourself in the future, this card is like asking you to ask that question for yourself. Seeing yourself in the future, Do you want this energy in your life? Do you want this person in your life? Or do you want something different? Because it's better to change that now than to stay because of comfort and fear and just have it play out for a much longer time than needed. In a few months you could have found something else, or at least moved on and feel better, because we had justice here in the bottom. So it's all about what you deserve, right? And you deserve to be treated equally as well as you treat the other person. So yeah, it's up to you what you want to do. For some of you, I think it could pay off to just have a talk, and then they will change. But I don't know if it's like a very specific person or if it's a general something a lot of people are going through. But I am sensing a person who's more egotistical and is not really like fit for a relationship at all. So it's nothing personal, Scorpio. It's just that you found someone who was exciting in the beginning, someone who they could have been good at talking, good at flirting, but not so good at maintaining a relationship. And you may have noticed that by now. And yeah, you know which side of this coin you're on. Haha, coin. Sorry. Yeah, and you make the decision that is right for you, Scorpio. Okay, I'm sending you like all my good energy, my strength, my love. Like you deserve what you give, okay? And I feel as though you're giving very, very much. So yeah, if you want to give it a shot, try having a conversation about it. If not, yeah, you're gonna be fine, okay? I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be fine moving on. I know it's scary, I know it hurts, like I can feel pain, I can feel the pain, like it hurts. And maybe if you feel shame, please do not feel shame. Ending a relationship is nothing to be ashamed about. This is about you and what you want and your feelings, and you gave it a shot. And if you feel early on that, oh god, this is not going to work, then that's fine. If people judge you, then I mean, what do they know, right? And if they listen to you, they're gonna realize that, okay, yeah, you did the right thing. Yeah, you were kind of maybe fooled a little bit by this person. Not fooled, but they were a bit calculated, and we all fall for those people. I know it's not, like, I hate to admit when someone has played me, because I'm like, how could I let this happen? But it's not about us letting it happen. This is the thing about, some people are weird. Some people they're like really good at manipulation, and we all fall for it from time to time, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Please, Scorpio, just think of yourself. It's your life. Reputation doesn't matter. I don't care if you posted your relationship to Facebook and Instagram and you're like, oh my god, we love each other so much, just whatever, you know. Yeah, I really hope that if you needed it, you get some encouragement from this reading. I feel a little bit fired up right now, so I am hoping that translates through the screen. I hope that you can feel it. I hope it's your energy I'm feeling right now, being like, yeah. Because I feel like, oh my god, I'm so ready now. I'm ready to break up. I have no one to break up with. But if I did, I would be so ready right now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this right now, Scorpio. And yeah, like I said, I hope the lighting was okay, even though it's a little bit annoying. Shine like the sun is shining on me right now. Please, you deserve it. If you resonate with this reading, please drop a like, drop a comment if you want to. I'm always, oh my god, I'm stumbling on my words so much because I get so fired up. I'm always excited to hear, always curious to hear about your situations, all right? So yeah, and if you resonate with my energy, consider subscribing, and if not, then I thank you so much for your time anyway. Yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, and goodbye, Scorpio. Can you hear the birds? Oh, it's so cute. Okay, goodbye.